You know, I complain sometimes, or probably a lot, but sometimes I give rides to people who are very sick, uh, very much in pain. I think yesterday I gave a ride to a lady who had cancer. She was very sad. And I gave today, just now, I gave a ride to a man who he has to have like an oxygen tank to breathe because he told me he had smoked cigarettes for 30 years until it finally like caught up with him, and now he has to use that tank to breathe, and he has arthritis, and he got a neck injury, and he was a believer actually too. This makes me think, I complain sometimes, but there's people who are going through, I think, worse things. More difficult things than I am. And God has blessed me by just putting His word in my heart, and that is such a blessing that sometimes I forget to thank God for it. It's I don't know. I think it's easy to be unthankful, ungrateful as a human because of the flesh. I think the flesh is ungrateful. But I thank God today that I'm alive and I'm gonna go to the beach now. Take some sun in, get in the ocean, float a little bit. It's gonna be nice. Pretty sunny, even though it said it was gonna rain. I'll see how it's gonna rain, honestly. But yeah, I thank God, that we're not appointed to wrath, and it's all gonna be alright in the lands of eternity. And Jesus is coming soon, and He's gonna glorify us, and we're not gonna sin anymore. We're not gonna be sick anymore. We're not gonna be in pain anymore. We're not gonna cry out of suffering anymore. And it's all gonna be alright. And that's part of my hope. It's an important part of my hope. That one day this flesh is just gonna be transformed, It's not gonna be the same as it is now. And that's a very good thing. If you know what the flesh is, you know that is a very good thing. And thank God for that. And thank God that it was accomplished by God Himself through His blood, you know. Not by our works, but through His blood it was accomplished. We who once were far off from God have been made near by the blood of Christ, in whom we have redemption through His blood, even the forgiveness of sins, through the exceeding riches of His grace. Thank God. Thank God that the burden is not on us, that He took the burden for us, and His yoke is easy and His burden is light. And when we come to Him and learn of Him, we can find rest for our souls. Praise God, man.